Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third section. We're going to start the review this week. And yeah, so the format is going to be, we're going to practice through the third section one time, and then we will be going through 1 or 2 movements a week from the beginning of the third section and just reteaching them. Plus, you can ask some questions at any point, and we'll work on whatever you guys want to do. Okay, so Nancy, do the grid better. Grid. Okay, so let's practice. Prepare. No, we're starting from cross hands. Embrace the tiger, return to mountain. Roll back. Put it on the grid, Nancy. Press. Push. Diagonal single whip. Big circles. Wild horse parts main. Turn left and inside the corner step. 1, 2. Turn right, then left. 3. Grasping the bird's tail. Point to the corner. Close your arms and step. Forward off left. Forward off right. Pull back. Press. Push. Single whip. Third lady work shuttles. Turn. Point your toe to the corner. Step towards the corner twice. 1. Second time, bow stance with 2. Push down along the line to the corner. Pull, turn, point your toes straight. Back, circle. Passing palm step towards the right corner. 3. Push down, step, point your toes straight. Turn to the corner, passing palm step. Separate. Strike. 4. Push down, turn, pull, shift back, and step, and ward off, and strike. Sit back, you can roll back, turn to the corner, close your arms, and step, ward off left, ward off right. Grab, roll back from the right corner to the left corner. Press. Push. Single whip. Cloud hands. 1, 2, 2, 3, single whip, creeping down, back, down, forward. Golden rooster stands on one leg. 1, 2, step back. Repulsing monkey. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diagonal flying. Raise hands and step forward. White crane. Spreads wings. Left knee brush and push. Knee let the see bottom. And to the back. Turn. White snake spits out tongue. Parry, block, and punch. Step forward, grasping the bird's tail. Forward off right. Pull back. Press. Push. Single whip. Cloud hands. 1, 1, 2, 2. Remember your arm points to the straight direction. 3. Single whip to the corner. High pat horse. Thrusting palm. Turn. And cross kick. Punch to the groin. Brush. Punch forward. Groin height. Step forward. Grasping the bird's tail. Forward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. And after you punch the groin, it's almost all over. So creeping down, back, down, forward. Step forward, 7 stars. Step back to ride the tiger. Turn around. Kick over lotus. bend the bow, shoot the tiger, open your toe to the corner, parry, block, and punch. Apparent closing up. Cross hands. Closing. And back to start position. Okay. Anything to say, Nancy? Okay. All right, so any questions, anybody? You have to unmute yourself. No? Yes?
Well, this is Marion. I know we're not there yet, but I don't really understand the sequence of Fair Ladies. So the different angles are a little bit hard. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with that, but I don't know if you want to talk about that yet or not.
Yeah, maybe we'll put it off. That's coming up pretty quickly. So it's like
Okay.
next week or the week after. What do you think, Nancy? Nancy doesn't know. What?
I'll muddle along till then. Thank you.
You asked for questions. She has a question.
Yeah, good question. Well, it's a very big. Okay, so I could do Fair Ladies instead of anything else, if you'd like. All right. So anybody else? I will do Fair Ladies then. Here's how Fair Ladies go. I'll just talk through it really quickly. Single whip is here. The Fair Ladies, you go in this order. To this direction, this is 12 o'clock, to the 1:30 direction. Then the second one we do to this direction, 10:30. Then the next one we do to what is that, 7:30? No, was that 7:30? 7:30. And then the next one we do to 3:30. Okay, so they go counterclockwise to the corners. The first one, you went through this before, right? You were involved in when we did it and learned it, right? Okay, anyway, I'll move on. The first one we do, we turn to the right and we do it to the right. The second one we want to do to this corner, but our footwork's like this, we could turn like over here and do it over here. But because we have our left foot forward, we're going to turn to the right. So then we turn around to the right and we do this corner. Then the third one, because it's to the left and our right foot's forward, then we can just take a little step and go to the left. And then the fourth one is like the second. We want to go to this corner, but we can't easily do that. So we go to the right instead. Okay, so the corners are counterclockwise, just 1, 2, 3, 4. And for 1 and 3, we're able just to do them by turning to the right. For number 1 is different against the rest. We just do it this way, and then we turn to the right for number 2. We turn to the left for number 3, and we go a big turn to the right for number 4. Does that answer your question, or do you want more of that?
No, that's fine for now. Thank you. I don't want to hold up the class. Let's just carry on with what you were going to do. Thank you.
No, it doesn't really actually really matter. Everybody, this is a review class, and so everybody has been through the class already. Nancy just did it. There might be somebody else, but we're going to make progress from through the form of movement or 2 at a time. But we are also going to review things that people want to. For instance, the very first thing we should do is not do the very first thing, which is a wild horse parts main. We should review what happened like last week, the end of the form, just for everybody's able to go over that again. But if that was not your question on this, I can still do something else with it.
Mike, this is Yali.
Yes.
I would like you to go over the 2 different transitions from parting wild horse's mane to the grasshoppers.
The
And,
grasshoppers. Oh, okay.
and the transition from the fair lady.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. So when we do wild horse parts main, we have a zigzag step. So here's the corners. Both feet are inside of the corners. All right. That's the zigzag step. The zigzag step, or you don't step towards the corner, a little bit inside of the corner. Okay. And the left foot is inside the corner already. Then, all right. So that's the zigzag step. We're in a zigzag step here, and we're pointed in line with our foot. So the first transition is we do it like this. We shift back, all the way back. We turn and point our toe and our right arm to the corner, to the 130 corner. Then we shift to the left, and we're going to close our arms. Arms are just going to go like this. I'll do it this direction. We're going to shift back, and we're going to, that's not even it. We're going to shift back, and we're going to turn and point to the corner. Then our arms are just going to close, and we're going to shift back and get ready to step out for a bow step. Okay, when our arms are closed, that's when we step. Then we go and do ward off left. All right, so I'll do it this direction, so I end up doing ward off. So I end up pointing this direction for ward off. So from over here, we shift back, we turn to the corner, and our whole upper body just turns and stays the same. And we shift to the left, and we point our right toe to the corner. Then we're shifting to the right. We close our arms. We start looking to the 12 o'clock direction and bring our foot in a little bit and step wider, or at least step in the right place for a bow stance. And then you go forward and you lift up and push down. And a ward off left, like at the beginning of the form. Okay, so that's the first transition. All right, so the second transition, I'll do it the same direction. We're like this. What are we like? We're this direction, and we're like, yeah, we're like this, left hand. Okay, so left hand striking and right hand protecting your head. You shift back and you go into roll back shape. Okay, so from here, before doing these fair ladies, we shift back, and I'll show it this direction. We shift back and push down. I'll do it to the corner. We shift back and we push down. And you imagine a line from your center to the corner, and both hands are on that line. I'll do it facing the camera. Both hands are in a straight line, like pushing down on somebody's arm, say, okay? On the wrist and on the elbow, basically, all right? So, like this. Now we're gonna sit back, and we're gonna go like this into the roll back shape. You know, the same shape we do this, all right, roll back. So here, roll back shape. All right, so a little bit different, but still a similar maybe type of feeling of down. This other one is pushing down, like clamping down kind of feeling. So here, into roll back shape, then turn and point your toe to the corner, your right arm to the corner. Then when you sit back, a little bit of difference I would like you to do. I don't want you just to bring your right hand here. I want you to open a little bit, make a little circle with your left hand. So from here, it's too close. So open it a little bit and then close it again and step for the bow stance and lift up and push down. Okay, so let's try that again. So from here, you want me to do it the same direction as you? Maybe I'll do that for fun. All right, so from here, okay. Sit back toward the corner, roll back shape toward the corner. Turn to the left corner, point your arm to the left corner. Then sit back, open your left arm a little bit, close it again, close both arms, step open a little bit more for ward off, for a bow stance, and then go forward, lift up, push down. Okay, so those are the two transitions. How's that? Does that answer your question?
Yes, Mike, the second transition, when you
Yeah.
shift, is it like 45-degree shift?
No, the second one, when you sit back, you're towards this corner. This
30,
7:30, is it?
yeah.
7:30 direction, right? 6 and 12 and 7:30. So towards this corner. Then you turn 90 degrees, okay, to the other corner. That's 90 degrees.
Okay,
So don't turn first all the way forward, or anyway, just turn from one corner to this left corner, left or more corner. Then sit back and close your arms and step. Then ward up.
oh, okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so that's kind of simple. Any other questions? Mary, were you happy with the Fair Ladies, or? You're going backwards. Now you're muted yourself. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't understand this was only review. I haven't studied third section, so my mistakes are, I'll just learn what I can.
We're gonna go over the, yeah, no, that's a good thing. Learn what you can. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go over from the beginning, a movement at a time anyway, so you can still learn the third section.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? No? Yes?
I know the third section, but I've never actually had a class in it, so I'm also fuzzy, especially on Fair Lady, that whole sequence, and then the whole end sequence, Ride the
Okay.
Tiger. And
Okay.
I've done it, but I've done it from tape, so I need, I'll need to learn it as we go along too.
Okay. All right, well, let's review what we did last week, which is the very end of the form. And I'll do it so that you can see. So I'll do it this direction. Let's see. We're like, when you kick, you're over this direction, right? Here. All right, so this is the regular direction. So after we kick, and we do bend the bow, shoot the tiger, we're like this. Okay, bend the bow, shoot the tiger to this 6, 7. I was backwards somehow. This is 7:30. That other one was at 7:30. This is 7:30. So from this 7:30 direction, and this is 9 o'clock. We're going to open our toe to the corner. It's pointed at 9 o'clock. We're going to open it to 7:30. Can you see my foot? Right. Then we're going to shift over and turn to the left and point your right toe to the corner also, the same corner. And go back again into this rollback position, basically, okay, towards 9 o'clock. So from here, this is the tricky part, really, the only new thing, the transition part. Open your toe, shift to the left and turn left and bring your right arm down, kind of like before, towards 9 o'clock. But we're not going to stop there. Then the hands are going to go down, and we're going to be stepping. And when you step towards 9 o'clock, and your hands are to this back corner, and then you look to the side. Then you bring them back to 9 o'clock, and you're ready to step. And then you separate your arms and step, and punch. And from there, apparent close up and cross hands. That's the same. Okay, so the only new thing was the transition. So let's do it again. For bend the bow, shoot the tiger, open your left toe, shift left, close your right foot to point to the corner, and now you're kind of in rollback. Then your hands go down, and you're stepping, step, all right? And then going forward, and then all your weight on your right foot. Then separate and step, punch, parry, block, and punch. Let's do it one more time without the stopping and without very much talking. So from bend the bow, shoot the tiger, parry, block, and punch. Open your toe, circle down from 9 o'clock, step, step, punch. Okay? Okay, everybody? Yes? No, yes? Okay. All right, so that's the review from the end of the form, basically, last week's class. We'll go on. We'll go back to the beginning now, and we'll skip over the parts. Oh, does everybody, Marion, do you know how to do Embrace the Tiger? Is that right?
There's some new people.
Is somebody, oh, there's other new people here?
Yes, I know how to do that.
Who does not know how to do it? Everybody knows how to do it. Who doesn't know, Nancy?
There's a few people in here that do not know how to do it.
Okay. All right. So that's the second section. It's a repeat movement in the third section. But Nancy wants to go over it. So we'll go over it. Well, first we'll just do it again, and then we'll talk about it. So embrace the tiger, return to mountain, have your knees bent, you're at cross hands. First we'll just do it. You shift to the right, turn to the right, point your toe almost to the 3 o'clock direction. Then you shift back and circle your arms to the 12 o'clock direction and step. This is almost to the corner, inside the corner. Then brush and root and push. Okay, so it's like a knee brush to the almost the corner. Then you shift back and you lift up your right hand and turn your left hand palm up, and then your hand comes out, your right hand comes out, and you do 45 degrees of roll back. Then you turn back, and this is like from grasping the first tail, you press, everything's in the direction of your right leg. Then you separate your hands and push. So it's the beginning is like a knee brush and it ends like grasping the first tail. Okay, so for new people, this is the footwork. You are in empty stance, you're in horse stance. Both feet point forward, like the beginning of the form, but your knees are bent. Sitting. Then you shift to the right, you turn on the right leg and turn on your left heel, close your foot so it points almost to 3 o'clock. Comfortably points to this direction, to the side. Then you stay on your right leg. Then you shift back, you pick up your heel and then your toe, and then you bring your foot in and step out. This angle should be 45 degrees. If my left foot pointed to 3 o'clock, then I would step here to 4:30. But it's a little bit to the left, and so my right foot is also to the inside the corner. Okay, that's the footwork, and then it's a bow stance, so it's shoulder width apart. Okay, parallel lines. The heels are on parallel lines. Okay, so let's do that again. You shift to the right, turn on your left heel, shift back, bring in your foot, and step, and heel ball toe, bend your knee, bow stance. Okay? Okay, so the hands are like this. I'll do it this direction so you can see the hands. We start with cross hands. We're going to go like this, basically. We're going to shift and turn. They're going to stay the same. When we turn, I'll turn this way. When we turn, they're still cross hands. We're going to shift back and feel it like this. Leave your right hand behind. Shift your body away from your right hand, your right arm. Okay, make some room because we want to make a knee brush. We want the left hand to circle down and up. We want to circle down. What's in the way? The right arm is in the way of that. Okay, so we don't want to bring it in. So what we do is we make some space, and then we can circle down our left arm and out to the corner, out to the side now. Okay, instead of the corner. So like this. What else do we do in a knee brush? In a knee brush, our front hand comes up and pushes down. We still need that to happen. So when we shift back, we have some room now. Our arm is more flat. Here it's more, I don't know, pointed up a little bit. Here's more flat. Now it can come up and push down. up and down. We can have that. So we don't want to just do like this and just put them over here on the side. We want to make the circle. Okay, the top of the circle and the bottom of the circle. Let's just take a look again at how we do a knee brush. We go back and turn. Now our two arms are kind of level and one is in front. My right hand's in front. Then as we take our step, the right hand goes up and makes a half of a circle. The left hand goes down and back up and it makes the bottom of a circle. So we have two hands making a circle. The issue is that very often, sometimes people do this back and turn and then they make this circle, but their right hand doesn't make a circle. It just comes over. Okay, just kind of flat, comes over level. So we want to make sure to go up and down. So we want to do that here too. We're like this. Oh, we're like, what are we like? We're like this. Shift back away from your right hand. Now you have room to make that circle up and down and step. Okay? So here, shift back, circle your arms and step. From here, it's just like a knee brush. Here's my right knee brush. If I was going the straight direction, my left arm would be pointed back to the corner. But here I'm pointed, I'm going to step towards the corner. So my left hand should point to the straight direction. See, 45 degrees. Everything is rotated for about 45 degrees. Here, brush, push. Okay, so it is a right knee brush to the diagonal instead of to the straight direction. All right, so that's the first new thing. Anybody have any questions on that? See anybody, Nessie, doing anything you want to point out? Do you see anybody doing anything you want to point out? Sure. I know it puts you in charge of looking at it. All right. We're watching TV. Okay. All right, so that's the hands and the very first part. So that's a new thing. That's one new thing. It's sort of based on the two things I mentioned, a knee brush and grasping the bird's tail. So now we need to connect the knee brush to grasping the bird's tail. So I'll do it, you can still see this direction. This circle for your right hand is going to come up and out. This circle, I want you to make a circle. Up and out. With sitting back. So here we're going to sit back, okay? This circle with sitting back. By the time you're all the way sitting back, that's when your hand gets forward, okay? This circle and back out before it goes down. Up and out and not going down. So here's the circle, and I want you to stop here, all right? And we're going to sit back at the same time. Sitting back, circle out, connecting. The left hand, when you first start shifting back, the right hand comes up and the left hand turns palm up, and then you sit back, and when you sit all the way back, that is the rollback shape that we like. Okay? So that's all right, so that's to get to the rollback shape, and then we do 45 degrees of rollback. Instead of 90 this direction, we have 90 degrees of turning. Here, we actually sitting back, we're turning, and then we only have 45 degrees left. So this is a little bit different than when we do it in grasping the bird's tail. Grasping the bird's tail, we're forward, and then we sit back and do 90-degree turning. And here, we sit back kind of before our arms start to turn, and then we just have 45 degrees left.
So Mike, Marion here again. So we do not continue sitting back as we make that movement. We're done sitting back as soon as we get our arm up into that.
Yeah, when you get into the rollback shape, then you're basically done sitting back.
Okay.
And just turn.
Thank you.
Then, okay, those are the two parts of this movement that are different than that are something to learn. Okay, so the turning and going into the knee brush, that part is new at this point, and this part is new for this movement. Okay, then everything else, press, push, that is just to a different direction, but it is just the same. as grasping the bird's tail. Okay, so that's this movement. Let's, if there aren't any questions, we'll do it a couple more times, all right? So let's practice it a couple more times. Maybe 3 times. All right. Cross hands. Embrace the tiger, return to mountain. Shift right and turn. Then shift back and circle your arms and step, brush, push. Then roll back. Sit back, palm, left palm up. Then reach out with your right arm, and then you're all the way sitting back. Keep turning. You're already turning actually with the sitting back. Then turn back, press. Then separate the shoulder width apart. Push. All right, again. Embrace the tiger, return to mountain. Turn right, shift right and turn right. Then shift left and circle and step, brush, push. Sit back and notice when you sit back and your right hand is coming out, you're turning then. You're already turning. Now keep turning. Point your arm a little, to the side, a little past this, to the left of the straight direction. Then turn back, press, then separate the shoulder width apart. This is pulling, shifting back, and going forward is pushing. Okay? And one more time. Embrace the tiger, return to mountain. Circle and step, brush, push. Roll back. Press. Push. Okay. Well, let me see you do it one more time. Nancy, put it back in grid mode so I can see everybody. All right, so I'll call it, you do it. Ready? From cross hands. All right. Embrace the tiger, return to mountain. Shift right, turn right. Shift left, circle, and step, brush, push. Then roll back. Shift back and bring up your right hand, circle it out, and then turn left. Press. Then push. Okay. I want to say one thing about push. I want you to be careful when you do push. I don't need to see myself. So I want you to be careful. I don't want you to do this. Back, and your hands come back, forward. I want you to put them together. So like this. I want you to feel this for your shifting. Shifting. So we're not going to sit in the back. We're going to shift and shift. Okay? I want your hands, when you shift back, when you're back all the way, they have to be already here. So I want you to go back, forward. Try to make them, well, maybe they're moving. I want you to put that with your legs though. So there's no sitting in the back and staying there. Back, forward. By the time you're sitting back, they need to be in front at the middle of your body. Okay? Not still, not still up here. And then you drop them and then go forward. And there's no stopping here. They go, make a teardrop shape. Back, forward. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on embrace the tiger, return to mountain? I'll mention one extra thing I can't remember if we talked about it before. You have something, Yali?
When you
Say something.
do the back and forward,
Yeah.
the push, when you go forward,
Yeah.
are you using the stomach muscle to go forward or everything? The legs and the stomach muscle?
How do you use your stomach muscles? I don't understand that question.
Or the stomach to leading it?
Okay. All right. So here's how I want you to do. We're forward. When we're forward in our bow stance, our leg and our back should be one line. Okay, one line. When you sit back, you don't actually go. You don't really go and be straight up and down. You're still inclined forward. So mainly your legs make you shift, but I don't want you to be doing this, okay, with your upper body. I want your upper body to basically feel the same, okay, like it's not leaning. So don't lean back, okay? Keep leaning forward a little bit. Here, you bring your hips back, and the rest of your upper body, I think, stays at about the same angle, okay? Maybe it straightens a little bit, but don't feel your shoulders go back, okay? Your hips go back, and that's how you move yourself back. And then your hips go forward. Okay, you move yourself around, you know, so sometimes we say with your center or your dantian or something, but yeah, your upper body is not too involved. You're not doing this part, okay, really. There's a little bit of changing of the angle, but we're more focused. We just sort of shift forward and back, and we don't think about using your upper body to do that.
So Mike, this is Marian again. So when you do the final push, your upper back, your shoulders aren't going to say widen out a little bit more to get to do more of an impact. You're just going forward in the same upright body posture, but leaning a little bit. Is that right?
Right. We want to keep this shape, okay? This shape. So that changes. It's like this, okay? We want to bring our hands back. We don't want to change our body shape. So our hands can come back, and our elbows go out to the side. Okay, your body shape should not go like this, okay? And then when you push, to go back the other way.
Okay.
That's at least for the form. You know, I would say I'm not a master, okay? So maybe there's other things that you could do later when you're really good, because you can strike people with your shoulder, and there is a change of, you can change your body shape a little bit. And like if in push hands and somebody against really somebody, they're pushing at you, you can lean, you can do things with your upper body. But in the form, it's just ourselves. We keep ourselves in one shape as much as we can. We practice keeping that, and we change it just a little and come back if we're using against somebody else. Then we can change it, but we try to come back, you know. So you make a circle and come back.
So, okay, so I'll work on just keeping the form,
Keep the body shape.
the body shape. Okay, thank you.
Those are the first four essentials, basically, are keeping the body shape. Okay, and then yeah, practice that, keeping it big and keep the body shape and feel upright, and then relax. Okay, anybody else? Any questions? Okay, then that's enough for one day, I think. You have something else, Yali? No?
No.
Okay, all right, so we'll stop class then. Thanks everybody for coming. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Mike.
all right, thanks very much.
Good
Keep
to see you.
practicing.
Bye, Mike.
We will.
Bye.
you. Thanks,
Bye.
Mike.
Nice to you.
Thank you, Mike.
Back and forth.
Bye. Good review. Bye-bye.
Thank you.